So, we're in April 2025, meaning it's been 4 whole years since the European Super League debacle and the fallout of the proposed tournament. And looking back at it, the way I saw it is that the reason for the European Super League was because the clubs involved were the most followed on social media, and because of that amplified the reasoning for the European Super League. Now, and I've got to say this: if you don't want that, if you don't want the European Super League, don't just follow the big six clubs. Don't just follow the Real Madrid, the Barcelonas, the Juventus and Bayerns. Follow the other clubs as well. Follow the Burnleys, the West Hams, the Mainzes, the Hamburgs. Follow the Celta Vigos. Follow the Lyons. Like, don't just follow the big clubs. I understand that the big clubs have the most traction on social media, and that's fair enough because look how big they are. But don't just amplify the big clubs, amplify the smaller clubs as well. Because when you're amplifying the smaller clubs, you're saying that you don't want a Super League. It's about voting with your clicks on social media. So give the small clubs as much airtime as possible. Don't just give airtime to big clubs. And I'm not talking about broadcasters. I'm talking about just the simple things that you and I can do on social media. Like, talk about the small clubs more often. Like, you could talk about the Burnleys, the West Hams, the Bournemouths, the Brightons, you know, those type of clubs. Like, and by you and I following the smaller clubs, we can put this European Super League thing to bed once and for all. Because for me, I still believe this Super League thing is not over. Even 4 years on. Sorry, you can't see me a bit. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, as I was saying, this European Super League it's still not over, even 4 years on. But yeah, don't just follow the big clubs on social media. Give the small clubs the traction they need, because by doing that, you're saying that these clubs, the small clubs, should be amplified as often as the big clubs. So for me, that's my 2 cents on that. So, carrying on from what I was saying earlier, like, for fans who maybe live in the US or fans who live in parts of Asia or Africa, like, when you come across them, teach them about football outside of the big leagues. Like, teach them about the Championship, League One, League Two. Teach them about lower divisions in other countries such as Spain, France, Italy, Germany, or whatnot. Because football is more than just the big leagues. Like, if you don't want the Super League to happen, then you've got to reach out to fans who don't live in England or other parts of Europe, and teach them about the lower leagues, because that's the way that we can say no to a Super League. Because like I said earlier, the reason for the Super League was because the clubs involved got the most traction on social media. So it's why I'm saying, like, amplify the lower leagues to fans who don't know about the lower leagues. Like, amplify League One, amplify League Two, the Championship, heck, even non-league. Amplify the non-league to fans who live in the US or Australia or Asia, because then they will know that there is more to English and European football than just, say, the Premier League or La Liga or even Serie A or Bundesliga or or any other big European league. So yeah, that's what I have to say on that. But what are your thoughts on what I've just said? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Hear your thoughts? See your thoughts, rather.